A. Brown Jr., Focus Winner. Today's message is, let God strengthen your mind. Colossians 3:2. Think about the things of heaven, not the things of earth. 1 Peter 5:6. So humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time, He will lift you up in honor. Romans 3:23. For everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard. Isaiah 41:10. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I'll hold you up with my victorious right hand. Philippians 4:13. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. Again, today's message is, let God strengthen your mind. Now, we're going through a pandemic, and it's making many people mentally fragile. We have to go through wearing masks. We have to be worried about catching a virus. We have different dynamics at home, and it's affecting our mental state. But there are two important things to remember in order to let God strengthen your mind. You have to have faith, you have to have belief, but most of all, you have to be humble to God, realizing that God did not create us to go through this life without Him. We need God. Be humble. Realize you need God, but you also believe in Him. Because lack of belief puts a ceiling for God's trying to bless you, but there's a ceiling that's letting those blessings ping off of them. If you don't believe in Him, if you don't humble yourself before God and know that you need Him. Now, God blesses us either directly or through others. Now, we also have to be vulnerable. We have to tell others what our situation is, what our problems are. In order for God to bless you through others, they have to know that you have problems and that you need their strength. So, two things. You're blessed directly through God. You're blessed through God through others. So you have to be humble and you also have to be vulnerable. Now, the recent death of Chelsea Chris, the former Miss USA, extra correspondent and attorney, shook me. This young woman looked like she had everything together. Beautiful, intelligent, attorney, also a correspondent on Extra. Allegedly, she committed suicide. So obviously there were things going on within her that we could not see. So that's why we have to be vulnerable and let others know what our problems are. Now, there's a young lady at the church I go to. I asked her, how are you doing?
Blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored.
You can feel the electricity. She's so tense. She's worried about people thinking about her in a different light. So she doesn't let anyone in. It's a shame because obviously that she has problems, but she's not being vulnerable to others to let others help her. God blessing her through others. Now, I was on assignment in Arizona as examiner in charge of a bank. One of my examiners was this young examiner. He seemed fairly well adjusted, fairly quiet. I gave him assignments just like I gave the rest of my crew. I had about a crew of 4 or 5 people. 2 weeks later, he shot himself in the head, committed suicide. Mentally fragile. We have to let God strengthen our mind. Now, I was mentally distraught right after my mom passed away. She passed away 5 or 6 years after my dad passed away. And I was distraught. But I humbled myself under God and I prayed for strength. And do you know what? God gave me that strength. I made it because God strengthened me. Now, there was another time I was mentally distraught. It was right after my divorce. I said, this is the end. That was the only woman for me. I could never meet another woman again like that. So I prayed to God directly. And do you know what? That same week, I met the daughter of a pastor. Developed a very, very nice relationship. God can strengthen your mind. God knows when you're distraught. Let God strengthen your mind. Please let this message resonate with you.